as to why Bernie is the best candidate for the Democrats. The first one is the issue which has been Bernie's centerpiece policy for probably 30 years, and that is Medicare for all. It is obscene and immoral for health insurance companies to make profits off the sickness of people and pay shareholders and executives millions of dollars while other people have no health coverage whatsoever. It is obscene. When you hear all these other candidates, like for example, Mr. Buttigieg, Medicare for all for those who want it, there are some buzzwords I want you all to remember. These are what I call weasel words. In my profession, they're called weasel words. They are ways to avoid what's really going on.
That's right.
Weasel words in the context of Medicare for all. Equal access. What the hell does that mean? Universal coverage. Another weasel word. That means everyone's covered, but some buy health insurance for profit. Public option. That means there's a private option. Okay? It is time for the United States to join the rest of the industrialized world and provide health care for all of its citizens and residents, documented or undocumented.
That's
the
right.
People in other countries who have that system live longer, they are healthier than we are, and we're paying 10 times more for our health insurance than they do. So that's our first point. Second point is, Bernie is the most consistent of all the candidates on what his policies are. The man has been saying the same things for 30 years without wavering at all. He is regarded as the person with the highest integrity and the highest degree of honesty of all the candidates. And I don't even think that's disputable. We can count on Bernie to keep his word. When he says he's going to do something, if elected, he's going to do it. So that's our second point. Third point, Bernie has more individual donors than anybody. Why is that important? Corporate donors don't vote. Corporations don't vote.
Right.
Unfortunately, under Citizens United, they are thought of to be people. Individual donors are voters. Even if someone's given $10 to Bernie or $20 to Bernie, that person's going to vote. That represents a vote. And so that is a real strength that Bernie has. Trump got elected in some degree because people were just completely disgusted and disaffected by ordinary politics. And they wanted somebody from the outside. If Bernie is nominated, Bernie will get the disaffected Trump voters. People who want somebody who's an outsider and doesn't pander to the establishment. And he will get Trump voters, disaffected Trump voters. I don't believe a lot of these other candidates will. They're all in the mainstream. They're all, well, I won't say, all right, I'll just leave it at that. Whoever is nominated is going to have to stand toe-to-toe with Donald Trump on a debate stage. And there is nobody running for president better equipped and more able to debate Donald Trump than Bernie Sanders.
That's right.
Bernie will eviscerate Trump in a debate.
Yeah.
Next point. My wife and I, Susan, went to the Dem convention last weekend, was it? And I've been going for a long time. And I noticed that there were two candidates there out of all the presidential candidates. And Tulsi was there, Klobuchar was there, Bernie was there. She was there for a while.
Yeah,
Yes,
she was.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was on Saturday.
And we noticed that only two of the candidates had a really noticeable support of a large group of young people. One of them was Andrew Yang, who I happen to like very much. I don't think it's his time, but I like him. And the other one is, of course, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders has armies of young people. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? I think it's because all the other reasons that I've mentioned. But Bernie will mobilize young people and Latinos are very strong for Bernie. So that's the last one. And the last point is, there is no candidate running for president who is a stronger fighter for climate change than Bernie Sanders. And there's no issue, other than getting rid of Trump, there's no issue bigger before the country right now, or the world, than climate change.
That's right.
So I could stand up here and talk to you for a week about this stuff, but I think I've used my time, so I'm going to give the mic back. Thank you.